Hi, it's Kayla. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about my October TBR. Starting off strong, we have The Nightingale. Yes, I have a bookmark in it because she's pretty beefy. And I don't want to feel like I've got to read to make sure I finish her in a timely manner. So I have started her early. I'm 184 pages in, so I'm a little ways in. But we are starting with Kristen Hanna's The Nightingale. It's been all over my TikTok and my book talk. I've heard great things about it and I'm loving it so far. So yeah, this is my first Christine Hanna book as well. Chill. This is my first Christine Hanna book as well, so I've never really read any of her writing before, but if this goes well, I will definitely be picking up some of her other ones. I think her other two popular ones right now are The Woman. It's like the red cover with the gold and the helicopter on it, and what's the other one called? Firelight or Firefly? Something like that. So I will definitely consider picking them up, but I thought The Nightingale would really fit October-y, fall, Halloween vibes, since it's dark and dreary and war. So here's where we're starting off with this month. Next is it's gonna be on my Kindle. Actually, here's her case. Look at that. Got cat like classics in it. My blue light glasses so that I can try to protect my eyes. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal on my Kindle, but you do it. Boom! I'm a Kindle paperwhite girly with some cat Halloween stickers, some Harry Potter stickers. That one fell. And then my pop socket is a Leo pop socket because I'm a Leo. So yeah, I will be reading the trilogy. I will be putting them over there in that corner. I'm going to be doing a video where I read thrillers for a week, so I'm going to be reading the Housemaid trilogy on there, and so I'm very excited. I'm not really been much of a thriller girly just because I know they don't have romances and I'm a romance friend, but everybody's been talking about, what is her name, Frida McFadden, I think. Yeah, so everybody's been talking about how awesome her books are, and I mean, so I've heard some are hits, some are misses. But a lot of people recommend you read these books, this trilogy, especially if you're starting thrillers. So here we are. I'm going to be hitting those up and checking them out. I'm going to have all three on Kindle Unlimited because I'm on a book buying ban. Kind of. Sort of, kind of. So I'm just going to pick them up on Kindle Unlimited and fly through those. Let's see, next is, boom, the Legacy of God series. This is courtesy of Miss Larry. I finally picked up this first book. Its cover is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I see Larry talk about these books and recommend them literally all the time. And I'm like, well, I like dark romance, so let's give it a whirl. This is going to be for another week. So after the thrillers one, where I'm reading thrillers for a week and I'm reading the Housemaid trilogy, I'm going to be reading these. I don't know how many I'm going to get through. I'm just going to see how many I can get to in a week. And then depending on how much I really like these books, I'll roll into the next one. So I have the first one, Irina Kent, God of Malice, in physical form. And the rest I'm going to be reading on Kindle Unlimited, just to save money where you can. Let's see what the first one is about. Ready? I caught the attention of a monster. I didn't ask for it. Didn't even see it coming. But the moment I do, it's too late. Killian Carrison? Don't mind me. Is a predator wrapped in a sophisticated charm. He's cold-blooded, manipulative, and savage. The worst part is that no one sees his devil side. I do. And that will cost me everything. I run, but the thing about monsters, they always chase. Ooh, this is fun. This will be fun. So, I'm very excited to start this. I do know that this series is one where each book, each book is a different couple, I'm pretty sure. So I'm very excited to see what each one is, what each couple, what each type of trope is. And see if it's super spicy or not. I don't know. I don't know how spicy they're gonna be. So obviously they're dark romance, so they should be spicy, but ooh, oh my goodness, I'm taking in the cover. I'm sorry. I never I bought it, but then like it immediately went on the TBR card. So I haven't really like looked at it. Oh, this is so pretty. So yeah, I will try to read as many of the rest of the series as I can. I'll put a picture of like the whole group of 6 over there. But yeah, I will see what I can do. But it's all going to come down to how much I like these and how much of a mood I am after that week. If I want to roll into the next set of these, I'd like to think I could read 3 of them, like how I'm reading 3 of the, oh my cats, they're mad they can't come in here. But my husband has his hobby stuff out there, over there, like his Warhammer models. So they can't come into the library right now, or they'll mess up his models, so they're very angry. So you can probably hear them yelling and scratching at my door. But yeah, I ideally would like to get through about 3 of these in my dark romance for a week video, but obviously we'll see time constraints and what have you about getting through them, and if I continue them or not. It's really just gonna depend on how much I like these and if I'm even still in the mood to read dark romance after that week, because sometimes for me dark romance is something you have to take like in small strides, you know? Like I'm not a girly that primarily reads only dark romance and then I dabble out in everything else sometimes. Like I am primarily a fluffy romance reader who dabbles in everything else sometimes. So like I like dark romance books, but sometimes if like it's not hitting the spot, if it's not hitting the spot, I'm not gonna touch it. So we'll just have to see what my mood is vibing with once I get to the end of that week. But I'm definitely for sure excited to start it. I'm excited to read this one. I'm excited to just read the next couple of them, which I don't know literally anything about. Like that, me reading that description on the back of this book, that's it. That's all I know about this. And I know nothing else about any of them. Like Larry just said these were good and I picked it up. I picked up the first one so that I have to start it. That's what you do. Larry Queen tells you to pick it up, you go pick it up and you go do it. So this is what I'm going to be reading for the dark romance series week. Where am I going? We'll put her right there. After I get through those, through the dark romance week, I am going to switch over to, I have 1 romantasy and some regular fluffy romances, because those are my fallbacks when I read like, my voice is going. I don't know what just happened there, but that was great. Go me. But yeah, so like I said, my fallback is fluffy romance books. So once I get through the dark romances and either stop at the end of the week or stop at the end of the series, we're rolling into some fluffy romances and 1 romantasy. I personally would consider this more like a fluffy romance with a little bit of romantasy, but it is Apprentice to the Villain. Quite folly. This is my romantasy, fluffy romance. I did read the first one. She's on my shelf. But where is she on my shelf is a good question. What? Where are you? Would you be over there? Are you over there? You would think she would be on the romance, or on the fantasy shelf, wouldn't you? Where? What? Where did I? Well, she's over there. I did read it. I have so many. I would think I would put that book on the romance shelf, but I guess not. She's over there, but regardless, I did read the first one. What was its name? It was like assistant to the villain, right? Did you not put the title of your first book in the front of your book? Womp womp. She didn't put the first book. Oh well. This is Apprentice to the Villain. There goes my voice again. We're gonna power through it, friends. We're gonna power through it. This is Apprentice to the Villain. This is the sequel to Assistant to the Villain, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. Look at her sprayed edges. I think the first book, now that I think about it, was the reverse. So like this was purple and the edges were sprayed red. And now the cover is red and this edges are sprayed purple. Oh, that's so fun. Now I wish I had it. All like ready to go so I could put them side by side because that's so fun. But anyways, we have this friend. I remember liking it. I remember thinking that the first book wasn't as good as it was hyped to be, because I know the author did like a bunch of little skits to hype people up for the book, and so everybody was saying like this is like the funniest and the best romantasy ever, and it's like the romance that I left a sticker on it and now I have to leave the sticker on it because my guess is it's not going to peel off nicely. I did this the other day and it didn't peel off very nicely. I'm upset. I'm upset. Will it be kind to me? Let's see it together, people. Will it be kind? Oh, I pulled one off the other day on a book I was reading that I forgot I didn't know I had a sticker on it. I am definitely a girly who peels off my stickers. Flawless, ladies and gentlemen. We had a good sticker, thank goodness. You know, I had a sticker on a book the other day. I think it was Runaway Love, and yeah, it left a bunch of residue on my book and I was very upset about it. Anyways, yeah, so I thought the first book was really good. It wasn't a 5-star, but it was still a 4-star. It was enjoyable enough that I wanted the second one, so we will see if this one's any better. I honestly actually don't even remember how the first one ended, and I'm not rereading the first one to find out this one. That's not happening, but I am excited to be back in their world and watch them banter with each other, where like essentially they both liked each other but they were both like keeping it secret, and like he was very much not being a villain towards our main girl, what's her name, Evie. He was very much not being a villain to Evie, and everybody was like, why are you not being mean to Evie but you're mean to everybody else? And he's like, what are you talking about? So I am very excited to get into this one and see their little banter. And yeah, they've got all kinds of fun stuff. We have a unicorn mounted for the wall. This looks like it's supposed to be Rapunzel's hair. It's like it's a long braid of hair. I guess it's Rapunzel. Oh, there's the frog. I can't even remember what the frog's name is. Kingsley and Kingsley. There it is. I know Barnes & Noble has like a bunch of merch for this too. Well, not a bunch. It's got like keychains, and there's like a plushie of Kingsley there now. I want the keychain. Oh, I want the keychain that's like a scroll that's like a list of things like not to do or something like that. I think it's like a list by Evie. I really want that one, but I'm holding off. I'm staying strong and not spending money on it, but I do really, really want it. Oh, and there's Cinderella's glass slipper. This is so fun. The longer I look at it, the more fun it is. A villain starter guide, your evil laugh and you, daily evil affirmations. So you want to go bad. You want to do bad things. Now what? Evil for beginners. Ransom notes, a beginner's guide. Crafts with corpses. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hexes, curses, and omens. Oh my. Okay. Those are like these little books here. So yeah, this will be the first thing right off the dark romance train, is this cute little romantasy. And we'll see how that goes. Next up is Tangled Up in You. I got this book at the very big 4-story Barnes & Noble when I went on my New York trip a couple months back. And I saw the cover and I was like, oh my gosh, is that a Rapunzel retelling? Like, is that a Rapunzel retelling? And it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, so it's one of these where it's like, I think each book is a different what is the English language right now? Each one's a different fairy tale retelling. There you go, fairy tale princess. I think that it's called, here we go, a meant to be novel. So it's that series. And I had never even heard of these before. But this is the fourth one. This is the fourth one in it. Which, like, obviously that means you don't have to read them all. Yeah, here they are. Boom. So, like, you don't have to read them all in order. Each one's different. But I didn't even know these things existed. Kiss the Girl. Oh, is that a Little Mermaid? Buy the book. That's probably Beauty and the Beast. If the Shoe Fits, that's Cinderella. And there's a plus girl on the cover. We love. Everybody deserves it. So, essentially, if I like this one, which it sounds like I should, then I'm definitely going to be checking our girl out up here, Christina Lauren. We'll be checking her out some more and checking out the rest of the books in this one. So, yep, this one is, who's our main girl? Rin. She was, like, secluded in, like, the countryside. She has, like, no access to, like, modern tech at all. And she's going to Corona College. And isn't that the kingdom's name? Or at least it's very similar to the kingdom's name in Tangled. And she's finally able to get away to college, and she meets Fitz. And he shows her how to live in the modern world. And it just sounds so fun. It sounds so cute. I'm so excited. I feel like this is going to be it. This is going to be fluffy. This is going to be light. It's going to be romantic. It might be spicy. I do think it was in the romance section and not the young adult section. So, well, yes. I got it on a table. Originally I saw it on a table, but I did pull it from the romance section. So it could be spicy. Or it could just be regular. Doesn't matter to me. I like spice in my books personally, but it's not a requirement to be a good book, in my opinion, to have spice. Like, a book can be just as good as a book with spice without spice. But I will definitely go through my phases where I'm like, spice is a must. But after those dark romances, this is probably going to be great. So we'll be rolling right up into here. Tangled Up in You. After that one, I'm finally going to read this. Ashley, is it Poston? Poston, yeah. Sorry, the script made it look like possibly an A. A novel love story. Now, when I first heard about this, I hadn't really heard, like, hello, okay, now let's see if it'll work. My phone was giving me some serious trouble with my storage. Okay, so I think I was talking about a novel love story. Everybody was talking about how much the premise of this book sounded really good, but then in reality, after people started to read it, some people loved it, some people hated it. So I'm going in with mixed expectations, but I'm essentially going to just try to think about the plot, and as long like hopefully it hits the trope that it's talking about. So essentially it's about a girl who, let's see, let's just read it together. Love is stranger than fiction. Eileen Elsie Merriweather loves to get lost in a good, happily ever after. The fictional kind, anyway. Because at least imaginary men don't leave you at the altar. She feels safe in stories, at home in books, which might be why she's so set on going to her book club's annual retreat this year. She needs good friends, cheap wine, and a grand romantic gesture, no matter what. Don't we all need that, ladies? I think we all need that. When her car unexpectedly breaks down on the way, she finds herself stranded in a quaint town that seems like it's right out of a novel. Because it is. This place can't be real, and yet she's here. In Ellerton. I don't know if I got that right. The town from her favorite romance series, where the candy store's honey taffy is always sweet, the local bar's burgers are always a little burnt, and rain always comes in the afternoon. It feels like home. It's perfect. And perfectly frozen, trapped in the late author's last unfinished story. It's just one of those days. My hair is now up in a bun because my phone kept giving me problems with storage, and I had to delete and create storage. So I'm gonna have to talk to my husband today about buying an SD card so I can properly switch over to the camera. And that'll be a lot nicer than running and dealing with my phone that has like no storage left because I have way too many photos. And then my mother-in-law needed to borrow the keys to take my car out to go run some errands. So now my hair is now up in a bun, and this is where we're gonna be because I only have a little bit left of this video to make. I was reading the plot of this. Elsie is sure that must be why she's here. Right, because she's trapped. She's in a town like that's from a book, and it's trapped in a loop. Except there's a character in Ellerton who she can't place. A grumpy bookstore owner with mint green eyes, an irritatingly sexy mouth, and impeccable taste in novels. And he does not want her finishing this book, which is a problem because Elsie is beginning to think the town's happily ever after just might be intertwined with her own. So, I mean, who doesn't want to read a romance book where the main character goes into a romance book? Like, that's just so fun. Like, I know I personally would create stories like that in my head all the time when I was younger. So, premise-wise, this sounds really good. But from what I've heard, some people said it nailed that plot on the head, and other people said that it kind of fell flat. Whatever. It kind of fell flat and just didn't quite do what they expected it to do. I guess a little stuck in a story town didn't quite hit the mark. So we'll see. But I am very excited about it. Nice, light fluffiness. Not even, oh my gosh. I hadn't even looked at how long it is yet. It's a baby. Oh, and it has relatively short chapters. That's nice. I'm not spoiling, I promise, for me. I'm just looking at how many pages there are. 357. That's really not bad. That's really not bad. And then lastly, I want to squeeze in here some point in the month. It'll probably be here towards the end when I do all these fluffy romances. Is scooching over. We're gonna throw it right up there. It's Kin Porsche. It's a Thailand drama or novel that was just recently. So I'm filming this video on the 30th of September, but this video is going to air on the October 1st. And October 1st, so today, when you're watching the video, if you're watching it October 1st, is the day it comes out. And I watched the live action when it was made, because obviously it's a Thailand drama novel. So Thailand made a drama for it. And I watched it and I loved it. I thought that was great. And so a book version of it will be phenomenal because it's going to give me more context and more details and obviously more spice because the show can only show you so much. So I'm very excited to throw that in here and to read that at some point. It's volume 1. You'll have to wait for volume 2, obviously, but still, I'll take anything. It's so good. So I'm very excited for that one. And so those are my anticipated. I want to get to these in the month of October. And if I have time, I don't think I will. I will. I've got other books on my TBR that I can go grab. And I have some books on my Kindle that I could read as well. Along with these physical books, which I can go ahead and grab this stack. I don't have the Nightingale in here with me anymore. I took it out to the living room because I did. I don't know why I did. I was going to read in the library, but then I was going to read in the living room, and now I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. But regardless, this plus the Nightingale is on the very top. But I've been getting back into audiobooks at work. Kindle Unlimited has some books, and Prime Reading has some books where you can get the audio for it for free with the book. So I've been doing that at work lately. I don't know what specific books I'm gonna listen to at work this month, but I will be also listening to books at work that I'll talk about in the wrap up at the end. I know I'm starting with Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Get some classics up in there, so I'll be listening to that one at work. But yeah, I don't have any like set plans. Like I have set books, physical books I want to read this month. I don't have, outside of Wuthering Heights, set audiobooks I'm going to listen to each month. So you'll just have to find out about those later on in the week or later on in the month / the wrap up video. So that's my October TBR. I'll let you know at the end of the month in my wrap up how many of them I actually got to. If I got to less, if I got to more, if I got to all of them. We'll find out then. But yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope you'll join me in my library again next time. Bye!